Alright guys, Fulu coming to you with another video, some boxing. Wow man, I don't know bro, it just seems like Deontay Wilder, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I wasn't writing for him in the past, but after the defeat that he suffered, I thought he was just going to move more accordingly and move in a different way. And so by the way in which he moves, I kind of just said, best of luck to him, but I'm not going to really ride for him like that as I was before. And his latest words are kind of even more reason for me not to ride for him even more, or ride for him at all in this case. And the reason why his latest words aren't like really reason for me to ride for him is it's not really him saying it, it's just that under the situation he is saying it. He's coming off of a defeat, okay? He's coming off of a humiliating defeat at that, And so with him coming off of that defeat, right? What I would expect the champion to do, and I can't hold him to do this. Of course, like everybody is going to be an individual. Everybody is going to be their own person, and I'm not saying that he should do this, but I'm just saying that this would kind of be the logical thing to do. But if you're coming back from a defeat and you're preparing for the make or break fight that can either make or break your career, the best thing to do would be to be quiet and grind it out, and really just spend time in the trenches, not really talking to anybody, and just really getting it going, getting everything working, getting new tricks, learning from your mistakes in your previous defeat. But instead, I read in a DAZN article, he has came out in a DAZN article and has said that, he can legally kill Tyson Fury and that he's looking for a homicide. Now, this isn't the first time he said something like that. He said in the ring he wants to catch a body, right? He said that before. But here's the thing about that, and I'm a firm believer in the power of words, because words are powerful, man. Words are powerful. There's certain words that you can say that may have how should I put it? They may cause causative factors and manifest something, Of course, by God's permission, they manifest. But yeah, words are powerful. And I'm a firm believer in him saying that he wanted to catch a body. That's kind of why he suffered that defeat. That's why he kind of got humble. God was just telling him, man, you need to sit down, As I said, I'm a big believer in the power of words and how your words can really affect some things. And the fact that he actually says that, that he wants a homicide and things like that, I gotta say that it's either one or two things. His skull isn't recovered from being smashed the last time when he fought Tyson Fury, or he's just so full of rage that he is feeling this way. But as I said before too, some things are left unsaid. Tyson Fury, I think, is playing chess right now, and Deontay Wilder is playing checkers. Because it's cool to hype up the fight, don't get it twisted. It's cool to bring some hype around the fight, promote the fight and things like that, but you don't got to promote the fight like that. The thing is about killing people in the ring, I'm going to tell you something about that. a lot of the fighters aren't intentionally trying to kill people in the ring. You know, that's not their intention. The ones that are intentionally trying to kill people in the ring are the ones who they fall into two categories. The first category is they have loaded gloves, okay? Or they're double wrap their gloves. And the second category are those who cheat, use PEDs. Those are the people who want to kill people in the ring, right? But guys who are just boxing and fighting regularly do not intend to kill people in the ring. It's not their intention. I think that they still look at boxing as a sport, first and foremost. Although it's a violent sport, don't get it twisted. They don't look at it as they got to go in there and like kill someone. So Deontay Wilder saying this and things like that, I don't know, man. I don't want to say anything about it, but with those words and him saying those words, it could come back on him worse than the second time he fought Tyson Fury. Because notice the first time when he fought Tyson Fury, he didn't use those words. He didn't use like, I want to kill him or things. He didn't say that. And what I have to say is that he may be in for a rude awakening. And here's another thing about the whole situation too. I think personally, if I were him, I can't direct anybody's career or tell anybody how to do their career, but if you're coming back from a loss, and it's obviously your biggest loss of your career, I mean, you can be put right back in the smoke, that's true, but wouldn't the best thing to do would be to take a tune-up fight first and then fight for all the marbles after the tune-up fight? For example, he didn't have to activate his arbitration. He could have just let the Tyson Fury Anthony Joshua fight happen, and that would have been the undisputed fight. And it's been a while since we had an undisputed heavyweight, and that would have been a very good thing. That would have been wonderful for that to happen. But instead, what he did is he decided that he wanted to fight, Tyson Fury right now. And now you have Anthony Joshua talking about he's gonna vacate his darn belt. He's gonna drop the WBO belt. So then that puts the undisputed fight in jeopardy, and it didn't have to be in jeopardy. They could have really fought, but Deontay Wilder insists on fighting Tyson Fury and using the arbitration or whatever the case may be. So at this point, I can't say that I'm pro Deontay Wilder. Okay? I'm going to add one more thing about this whole situation. You can say that you can say Tyson Fury cheated. You can say all of that. But again, I said in the past, it's up to you to find adjustments when that person is cheating. If you know that person is hitting you in such a way then you have to be able to adjust to how he's hitting you and be able to come with some things of your own. And if necessary, and I know this sounds pretty savage, cheat yourself. If you know someone's being dirty, then be dirty yourself. Because I'm gonna tell you something, that's what happened in the Lomachenko fight with Orlando Salido. Lomachenko, he kept on holding Orlando Salido's neck down with his forearm. So as a response, Orlando Salido said, okay, I'll hit you in the balls then. And make you think twice about doing that. And that's what he did. And there was no issues about him doing it. So I say this all to say that, with Deontay Wilder, that DAZN article, because I was really surprised to see the article on DAZN, and for him to actually say things like that again and not have no humble pie. The better man would be like, Tyson Fury beat me and I want some retaliation and I plan to get it. But instead, nothing of that sort. So I don't know how the third fight's going to be, but if I had to choose, I'm going to pick Tyson Fury to win. I mean, when you look at what happened in the last fight, in the first fight, he got the knockdown twice, and then he got arguably the second knockdown was a long count, arguably. And then in the second fight, it was just a blowout, right? But in the second fight as well, this is the thing, when he landed the right hand, it's like Tyson Fury was prepared for it, and he just rode it. He just rode the right hand. He just rode the punch, basically. So I say this all to say that, if that's what he's planning to do in this next fight, then, the same's going to happen, really. And so, I wish nothing but the best from him, but perhaps he should just be quiet, But anyhow, let me know what your thoughts are about these comments, about a homicide in the ring and stuff like that. And, let me know what y'all think about this. Because there was a wise saying that I read, and I stick by this. Usually, if you're angry and trying to hurt someone, you end up hurting yourself even more than the person that you're trying to hurt. So I think he should just like chill out. For real. But anyhow, man, that's all I got for now. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments. We'll be signing out. I'm Jarama.